You guys see us? I can't tell. That's probably a little better. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. I've managed to create a little human being in the time that I've been away. You want to say hi to everybody? Look. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Hello. Hello, people. I'm very upset because my daddy brought me out in a cold garage. Oh, yes. So we're doing a little update video here for the channel. I'm actually going to go run her in real quick to mommy because it is a little cold out here. I'll be right back. Alright, isn't she the cutest little thing? So, if you guys were wondering when she was born March 11th, obviously, of 2024 at 7:23 a.m. You know, what's good? It's been a while since I've made any sort of content. Where to even begin this video? Well, I guess starting out, this is an update video for the channel. Don't worry, I'm not quitting YouTube. I actually have no plans on doing that ever, or anytime soon. So we just hit 600 subscribers on the YouTube channel. That's pretty big considering I haven't really uploaded consistently in well over a year. Just had little uploads here and there. I do have more content in the works and I'm going to be working on it. We're actually going to have a video out on this truck here. This is 92 square body S10. I picked this thing up. It was late last year. I don't remember exactly. I've had it for about 6 months, 7 months. Something like that. You know, we did a little revival, brought her back to life. Got a video coming out on that here pretty soon. I also just picked up this Suzuki. It's a 650. It runs, got it running. Well, really it ran. I was told it didn't run, but it was just this switch was a little fucky. A lot of times when you put these switches on off, it won't actually let you crank the starter over. Well, this one does, for whatever reason. I don't know if that's just how the older bikes were. My other older bike wasn't like that, but that was a, I don't remember what that bike was, an 88 or something like that, or an 89. I think this is 82, 83, something like that. I could be wrong. I could actually be really wrong on that. Actually, I could check the tag here. An 82. It is an 82. So it's even older than the bike I used to have way back before I even started YouTube. I used to have an 80, I think it was an 88 or 89 Honda CB 500 or 400, whatever it was. This one's actually not a bad bike at all. She's got like brand new tires on there, new air filter. It's got all the side covers for it. I did run when I sprayed some go-go juice in her, but I plan on making this into a Cape Racer bobber type bike. And I'm gonna redo the handlebars, get a a singular speedo for it, just because it looks fancy. Maybe even get a digital one. I've been thinking about it. Probably just go through the bike, check out the bearings, make sure everything's tight, rebuild the carburetor. I'm gonna cut the frame back here. We're gonna add a loop and do a custom seat. There's a lot of plans for this bike that I want to get going this year so I can start riding. I actually ended up getting rid of my Suzuki Bandit, my blue bike, and I traded that for this. And the only reason why I did that is because I couldn't pass up this deal. I've wanted these square bodies for a long time. This frame is immaculate. I mean, obviously there's surface rust. This is New England. But this thing is immaculate. This thing actually sat, I think for 20-something years. In 2004, obviously I have my plate on there now from the Fiero. Yeah, I sold the Fiero. It was registered the last time in 2004 or 2003. In the video you'll see I talk about it a little bit and the condition that this vehicle was in when I got it. So we have some content I want to do on this year. I did kind of, get her going. The bed was all tweaked. So I threw that on the scrap pile and then I wired up some tail lights, little diamond plate mounts we made, simple little mounts there. I made up these fenders. These were 2 big fenders, came off a trailer. Ryan actually hooked me up with. I cut them in half and made custom fenders for it. Looks pretty dope. And little mud flaps. I do need to add a mud flap in the front because I found that when it spins the tires, it shoots dirt up on the cab like that. That's like that because I just pulled it in today. I've been driving it the last couple days now that it's rained a couple times. Now the salt's off the road. Got a new tank, new fuel pump. A bunch of stuff you guys will see in the video. Got some cool little aluminum rims for her. And I actually have a parts one over there that we're gonna fix up and flip. I got that for like 500 bucks. Truck's worth 3 times that, the way it sits with it not running and the condition that it's in. I'm gonna take that grill, that original Chevy grill, put it on here and take that shitty, cheap Amazon dented, busted up grill and put it on there. Swap them out before I end up selling that. We'll probably do a video on that and get it running, bring it back, and then we'll end up we'll end up selling it. If that's something that any of you guys are interested in, located in Lebanon, Maine, I'm gonna get it running. It needs a U-joint put in, which it came with the truck, a little bit of interior cleanup, and then I have to fix some fuel lines because she ain't getting fuel, but it does run. I sprayed some go-go juice down her throat, and she starts right up. Price varies on that. Thinking if I get it running and driving with as clean as it is and low miles, I'll probably post it for $3,500 best offer. They're pretty desirable trucks. I'll show you guys a quick peek at her. It does need tires. You know, it does need a little work. It's not perfect. It's got the 2.8. It's not automatic, unfortunately. That one's a standard shift. I don't mess with automatic, so you know, all the more reason to sell it. But it's not bad. Handle's a little wonky. Gotta fix that. And you see, it's not too bad. It's got the bucket seats in it, which is cool. It's got 155,000 miles. It's a 2.8. It's got a subsystem in it. Dash isn't too cracked up. It's got an aftermarket tack on her, which is pretty cool. It's not too bad. It's a long bed. I don't care for the long beds personally that much. Some people do. You know, need some tires. Not a bad rig though. It's really clean. Fenders are, you know, rot free from what I can see on both sides. The hood's got no rot on her. The doors are in really good shape. The bed's in pretty good shape. Frame looked good from what I saw, but I haven't actually put it on the lift yet and took a real detailed look at it. But you know, we got some stuff going on with that here at some point, but that's not gonna stay. The old shitbox Volkswagen over there, she's done for. Probably gonna send her off to the scrapper at some point. You know, I got about a season or two worth out of it. Got my season last year out of it. Ended up fixing up the GMC here. She was down for a while. The fuel tank started leaking, so I put a new fuel tank in it, fuel pump, sending unit, O-ring, gasket, fuel lines. Did all the ball joints because they're all smoked. We're gonna start working on this beast at some point now. The frame does need to be fixed in spots. By where the shackle is, I think it's on the opposite side. You can actually see it right here. It's probably hard to tell, but the frame's a little cruddy right there. I'm gonna end up ripping this frame right down if I can't find another one, and we're gonna redo it. I'm gonna show you guys how to, you know, fix the frame up with it. This frame is pretty savable. People think, you know, once the frame starts to get holes in it, it's done for. You know, it's total. It's done. Don't even bother with it. You can. I've fixed and patched so many frames, and they still took stickers. Maine's not really that particular about that stuff. The shop I worked at for years, I passed all kinds of. I mean, I patched up frames and put stickers on them all the time. But you know, got some stuff going on with that. The bike, Volkswagen, we're not doing anything with. I was just, you know, I don't like Volkswagen. It's not worth my time. It was a $400 beater I ran for the winter. It needs an alternator. It needs wheel bearings like all the way around. It needs brakes, tires. It's just not even worth fucking with. Got 280,000 miles. I'm pretty sure I blew the head gasket in it. Then we have the old LT over here. Now the LT we're going to be doing some work to this year. I want to strip this down completely, redo it all. I thought about getting a 4-cylinder bike motor and maybe like a Suzuki Bandit 600 motor. Probably be a little big for it, but I want to put a Bandit motor or something like that on it. But we're gonna end up fixing her up, probably rebuilding the motor in it, because I can tell she's starting to get a little tired. This actually got crashed by the tenant we had here. Their kid smacked it into a tree, so I actually bent the tie rod on this side. Messed up the custom light bar I made, which luckily I have another one. Bent the tie rod over here. So, you know, she runs still, but we got a little work we got to do to her. I haven't really run it for, I don't know, probably almost a year. She's just been sitting. Worst thing possible for it, but nothing much I can do about it. You know, money's been tight. You know, got my brother's quad. We may be doing some stuff here with the mud mower. Blew the rear end on that. Had a couple videos ago I blew the rear end in it. Probably gonna fix it, take it out, weld it, do whatever we gotta do, or put a different transmission in it. And I actually have another transmission on the box over there. Put in it, another gearbox, transmission, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, that's what's going on. That's it. You know, we got a lot of things going on now. I've been thinking about going in maybe a slightly different direction with the channel. I haven't been really consistent with it for a while. I mean, ever since Will's accident years ago, motivation, you know, levels were low for a long time. Something I never really talked about on the channel, but I dealt with a really bad drinking problem for a while, and actually that's probably one of the reasons why I started the channel to begin with. Is I was bored, I was a drunk. I drank all the time. It's just what I did. A lot of that's past me, and I don't you know, take part in slamming a bottle a day to every other day and drinking a couple racks a week. I don't do that stuff anymore. I've been pretty good about it for a couple of years now. Maybe at some point we'll have a, you know, a little Q&A or something like that, and I'll talk a little bit more about my story and about, you you know, why I really got into YouTube. Obviously, it wasn't just because of drinking. It was just something else to do. But, you know, I have a lot of things I want to do with the channel. The channel is, you know, picking up a little bit. Not as rapidly as it would have been if I kept uploading. But, you know, we just hit 600 subscribers, which is awesome. I do want to go in a different direction with the channel, though. I still want to do projects. So, obviously, that's always going to be part of my channel. I love doing projects. I grew up working on things, taking them apart, rebuilding them. It's just something I've always loved doing. So that's never going to change, but I do want to get more into like outdoorsy type stuff. I always like the fishing videos with Will. I want to start doing camping type videos, especially, you know, now that I got a kid. I want her to be more outdoors like I was when I was younger. You know, I want her to, you know, enjoy fishing, enjoy camping, you know, going out wheeling, all that stuff. You know, we're gonna have some fun, especially when she gets a little older. It'll be a lot more fun, you know. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you know, some camping videos. I'm really gonna start getting into it. I can't promise how much I'm going to upload. I can guarantee I'm going to have at least a couple uploads a month, maybe an every other week type of thing right now. Money's just tight, but, you know, I got some stuff lined up here, and, you know, once we start getting some money flow coming in, we're going to be able to put a little bit more money into some of the projects around here and get things done. I also have this Suzuki Quad Runner 250 that I picked up. I actually picked this up with the intentions of making my own homemade, like, type of side-by-side. Got that go-kart. We're gonna take and combine these guys and make something cool. You know, actually gonna be something I'm gonna be working on here pretty soon. I gotta go fill my welding tanks up, and then we're gonna work on getting all this going. So that's gonna be one project we're gonna be working on. I do have some camping videos I want to start doing here pretty soon. I'd even love to get into some of those like survival challenge type things. I mean, I always thought they were the coolest thing. I've always loved survival type games. It's just something that's always interested me, you know, being out in the wilderness and, you know, thriving off of things that you catch or you cook, you know, whatever, you know. I mean, I got a lot of dreams, I guess, and hopefully we make that a reality for the channel, because that's like, you know, that's the direction I want to go with the channel. I want to do more outdoorsy type stuff. I wanted to get into, you know, more in-depth projects. I mean, the mud mower is probably the most in-depth thing I've ever done on the channel when it comes to projects. I pretty much built that entire thing from the ground up. You know, we put a motor in it, we welded the rear end, put four-wheeler tires on her, added a truck horn to it. I mean, there's a lot we did to it, and I'm not done with it yet. I do have a V-twin motor. I do want to set up like a gas pedal for it. There's a lot of things I still want to do to the mud mower. It's not done yet. I just got it to where I could, or where I chose to get it with it. I could have done a lot more with it, but I didn't. So we got a lot of things going on around here. A lot of projects. I love to do eventually, I want to build some type of little trailer and a pop-up camper frame. And I love to do some more camping videos, you know, overnight, you know, type stuff. I mean, that stuff I'm going to start getting into a little more, camping, outdoorsy type stuff. I'm going to try to at least do some type of outdoorsy, fishing, camping type video, you know, once a month at least. And then I may work on a project throughout that month and, you know, get a video out for that. Expect at least a couple videos, you know, minimum of one video a month. But I'm going to try to do what I can. I did start my gaming channel back up as well. The link will be in the description. It's going to be some cool stuff. And I'm also going to start live streaming here pretty soon as well. So the link will be in the description for that as well. Sorry to keep you guys waiting all this time. I know it's been a while. I've just been, you know, trying to get back in the right frame of mind for everything. There's just a lot going on. You know, I got my daughter now. You know, I had to prioritize, you know, my real life before I worried about, you know, the channel and everything like that. Hope you guys have all been awesome. I'm definitely going to start getting some more content out this year. I'm hoping this year we can hit 1,000 subscribers. We're at about 600 right now. We're 400 away. We have, what, 8 months left of this year, right? April 17th. Okay. Wow. Paisley is exactly 5 weeks old tomorrow. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. If any of this sounds good to you, definitely smash the like button, subscribe. It helps me out a lot. My goal this year is to hit 1,000 subscribers. I know if I didn't slack off all these years that I would definitely be at that point, probably well past it. I guess all this time has given me a chance to, you know, reflect and figure out what I really want with the channel and where I want to go, what direction I want to go in. This is what I've been thinking for a while. You know, I want to focus more on the things that I find fun and entertaining in life. I do want to do some off-road type stuff. We get some other projects we're going to work on, and you know, there's other stuff that's going to come. You know, I'm addicted to projects. I mean, I got all kinds of ideas, you know. But definitely go check out my gaming channel, VR, Daisy, and maybe some Rust at some point. And go check out my Twitch, because I'll be live streaming some content on there. And I'll try to keep up with that as much as possible. But anyways, guys, I appreciate your patience. Definitely hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. I will catch you guys in the next video. And like I said, we have a video for the S10 coming out next week. So definitely stay tuned for that and hit the subscribe button. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.